I'm Anil Kumar discussing with you a test problem. Now, since I've already given a heading which says trigonometry and ambiguous case, you kind of have an idea of what we're talking about. At times, that is difficult when you read the problem. The question here is outline the steps you would take in order to determine how many triangles are formed if the given angle is acute and the two given sides are adjacent and opposite to the angle, where the adjacent side is longer than the opposite side. So that is the language. Now I've seen students really getting confused with this language. Now let us see how to solve this and how to understand. So now since I've written ambiguous case, you kind of know that what we're talking about. We're really talking about a situation where we are given acute angle, right? So let me say that acute angle is given to us, and this is the angle. If this vertex is A, then we say angle A is given to us. Long side is given to us, that is this side is given to us, and let us say that we are also given side opposite to A, which is kind of this. Now side opposite to A could be this much long, which can make a right triangle, or could be much longer, right? It could be longer, which could make two triangles. Do you understand, right? Or could be very short, which may not even make a triangle. So these are the three different scenarios which we discuss. Fine. So that gives us the ambiguity about forming even a single triangle or not, or even forming two triangles, correct? So that is the question. Let's read the question once again. Outline the steps you would take in order to determine how many triangles are formed if the given angle is acute. So angle A is acute and the two given sides are adjacent and opposite. So opposite side will always be referred to as A. So let me call this A and let me call this side as B. And the two given sides are adjacent and opposite to the angle when the adjacent side is longer than the opposite. So that is a given condition. So what we are given here is, let me write down clearly that angle A is less than or less than 90, I should write 90 degrees. Acute angle. And we are also given that side A is less than B, right? Because B is the longest side. Now how are we going to solve this question? So the way to solve this question is assume that if we have a right triangle in this position, then what is going to be the side of the altitude? So first step is to find altitude. For the given angle. Now clearly this altitude, you can use sine of A will be equals to A, let me not say A here, let me say this point is, let me call it B for the time being, okay, B and C, right? So sine of A is equals to, okay, it doesn't matter, A over B, right? If it is formed and we have a right triangle as shown here, correct? In that case, sine of A will be A over B, and the altitude, length, or the height of the triangle will be B sine A, B sine A. So find this side, B sine A. So let me use this side not as A but A dash, A dash, A dash. So find the altitude. So that is altitude, let this be A dash. Right. What we are given is side A and B. Right? That's why I made it A dash. Now once you find that, that is the first step, then you compare A dash with A. So if A dash is equals to A, that could be one condition. Second could be A dash is greater than A, and the third could be A dash is less than A, right? So these are the three different conditions, right? So, or you could also write this in a different way. A equals to A dash, or A is greater than A dash, or A is less than A dash, either way. So let's use this, A equals to A dash. If the side, the smaller side given to you, opposite to A, is same as the altitude of the triangle, in that case you make one right triangle. Perfect. If, well, this I wrote wrong. Let's cross this. If the smaller side is greater than the altitude, then this is this situation. We can make two triangles. So if A is greater than A dash, that means if A is greater than the altitude of the triangle, in that case we make two triangles. And if A is much lesser, then this is the case. When A is lesser than A dash, in that case, this is not long enough to form a triangle, so we make no triangle. So that is how you have to answer this question. So the idea here is to calculate the altitude of your triangle using the given angle and the longer side. Once you do that, compare the given side with the altitude. If the given side is same as the altitude, then you form one right triangle. If the given side is greater than the altitude, you make two triangles. And if given side is less than the altitude, you cannot make a triangle. So zero triangles, right? So that is how we should be answering this question. I hope that is clear. Thank you and all the best.